It's all coming to an end. That's what I heard. That's all I got. It's all coming to an end. What is coming to an end for you, Leo? I'm not too sure. Spirit, what is coming to an end for my beautiful divine Leos? It's all coming to an end. Thank you so much, Leo, for being here. Call on your joy guides. So there's a need for joy, Joy, and you're asked to call on your joy guides. It's all coming to an end. Call on your runners. Call on your runners. So there is a need to support for support here. Call on your runners. It's all coming to an end. I'm feeling like things wasn't moving. What's going on here? Please give me clear and concise message. There is some movements here though. Definitely some movements here. Something is coming to an end, but there are some movements here. One more card for my divine. Okay, thank you. Time for crayons. Time for crayons. So it's time for you to be at ease. Something that was very challenging wasn't affording you to be in an energy of joy is now coming to an end. You're moving back into an energy of soft life experience because you have learned some lessons. I'm feeling like some of you are going to be moving. You're going to be relocating. Whatever it is, it has come to an end. Whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whether it just be a way of living, it's as if you're going to, for some of you, you're going to switch things up here. You're going to really step into your authentic self, regardless of who or what is in alignment or is in agreement of you doing this. Get some oracle cards out here. Yes, something was a bit too much, was very burdensome. It took up a lot of your mental space. So you might have been up at night worrying about a particular situation. It is now coming to an end. We're going to dive deeper, of course. It's now coming to an end here for you. Too many cards. You have here Wheel of Fortune. You see what I'm saying here? The wheels are now turning in your favor. The wheels are going to be turning in your favor here. Call on your joy guides. So if your joy guides are guides that is going to afford for you to maybe go back into an energy that you once really cultivate, that afforded for you to be more joyous and vibrant and, you know, in that beautiful energy here. They're taking their time to give you the cards. You see? And taking your time. Your second card is intention. Intention. You're called to speak positive over a situation here. Illumination. You can't listen, no man. Spirits. They're taking their time. I'm feeling like also you're called to take your time with self. Yeah. We have a card flip over here. This just flipped over. We have a couple flip over, but they did not just flip over. All right. Yeah, things are moving back into alignment here for you. Yeah, something is, it's the time is over for this. Whatever, I don't know if it's a relationship. It's, what is this talking about? But you're moving out of something that was very burdensome and uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. You're moving out of this. You're moving out of this. Grab your coffee, grab your tea. We're going to be diving deep. You have called on your joy guides. Your joy guides is speaking to you at this time to let you know that, listen, you moving back into this energy of happy, happy, happy energy, of feeling blissful, of feeling joyous. It's going to change. It's going to cause a paradigm shifting in your life. It's going to allow things to fall away, people to fall away, doors to close that needs to close. So as for the wheels to finally turn into the right favor, in your right favor. So your joy is a vibration and a frequency that you're called at this time to really cultivate and put out there, because this is going to fuel what is it that you want to see come into fruition here. You have fruition here. The wheel of fortune is on the call on your joy guides. Your intention, what is your intention, and illumination. So you're being illuminated as to how is it that you need to maneuver yourself through this time is up experience here. It's over. I don't know. I'm getting a, let's use this card here. The wheel of fortune. Why is the wheel of fortune here? Why is the wheel of fortune here? Yeah, the magician. Because you tapping back into a frequency and a vibration of joy, of happiness. I'm not saying it's easy, especially if you're going through a disfavorable, uncomfortable situation. It is hard for you to be, for anyone to be joyous and happy whilst they're in that disposition. But nonetheless, you tapping in, you switching back into joy and happiness, asking your guides to help you to cultivate this, it's going to be magical. It's going to switch things back into order here for you. It's going to allow for your wheels to continue to go back into turning in the right direction here for you. We have the Seven of Swords coming in for your intention. Your intention now, you're called to move, to maneuver yourself strategically at this point here. It's like not letting your right hand know what your left hand doing. So it's not to tell anybody what is it that you're doing at this time. It's for you to speak positive over your life here and to expect positive moving forward here, because you're stepping into an energy of illumination. You're coming into the awareness, spiritual awareness. Your spiritual eyes are being opened here to a particular situation that is no longer for you. The Hierophant in reverse for illumination. So you're moving out a relationship or a belief system or a way of life that is not serving you anymore. Yeah, you're going back into an energy that is very truthful to who is it you are to the core. This might not rest well with others, but this is where you feel you're more softer. This is where, whether you're male or female, you're more softer, you're more balanced, you're more at ease, you're more happy, you're more blissful, you're more joyous. It says call on your runners. Some of you are called to relocate. On the call on your runners, you have fruition, oracle, and compassion. So things are coming into fruition for you. You know, the only thing that is constant in Leo is change. And if you feel like you need to change some things up and switch some things up, this is what you're called to do at this time here. You're the Knight of Wands for fruition. So moving forward into going into allowing things to fall into place that is more cohesive to who is it that you are in alignment with who is it that you are, or what is it that you want to see your life moving forward. You see what I'm saying here? Give me one more card for the Knight of Wands for fruition, please. Things are coming in speedily here for you. The Knight of Swords. Things are coming in speedily. I just say the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Wands to fruition. So there might have been a delay. You switching up your vibration and energy is going to allow, it's like it's going to allow all that was held up and delayed to come to you. I'm getting the energy here of the Four of Pentacles. The Oracle here, with this Oracle being here, you're tapping into some energies, or you're coming into the awareness that you know exactly what you need to do here. Yeah? You have Death in the reverse. Right beside it, you have Death. So there is an experience that did not want for you to come into, or to delay you coming into the energy of an oracle, the gift of knowing. You see. But you're coming into knowing, and you're coming into seeing, no matter what, no matter how long it takes. Something has to end in order for something new to begin. You have to let go of something in your hand in order to grab onto something else that you want here. That's the energy I'm getting here. But there's something that was surrounded. Why is this Death here in the reverse? Why is this Death here in the reverse for the oracle? The King of Coins. There might be some prosperity and abundance that is attached to this spiritual gift here. The Seven of Coins in reverse. It has been delayed, and it's not delayed anymore. Yeah? The Nine of Swords in reverse. Because you're now releasing yourself from whatever dynamics that was holding you back. Physically, mentally, psychologically, you know. You could be speaking about spiritual gifts here. The Hermit also in the reverse. You're asked to have compassion on yourself at this time, because I felt like you've gone through a lot. You've gone through some very heavy, burdensome experience that stole your joy, that stole your bliss, that might have really put a damper on your authenticity, and you're grabbing that back by having compassion on yourself here. Yeah? Compassion. The Star in reverse. Yes, you weren't able to, it's as if something really did not want it to elevate and to ascend. Didn't want for you to take a chance on yourself, with the Fool being in reverse, the Chariot being in reverse, the Queen of Swords here in the reverse. Call judgment on that here. This is why it's coming to an end. Whatever this is coming to an end in order for you to step into your spiritual abundance and your physical abundance here in this dimension. So as for you to ascend, why is this Star here in reverse? For compassion. Temperance. So what they're saying, there is a level of patience that is needed to cultivate. Yeah, Leo, you have a problem with patience. You want Pisces. A big problem to, have a problem with patience. Be patient with yourself. Have more compassion with yourself here. Because you want to see things moving. You want to see things rising and ascending. Yeah? But you're asked to have patience and to go back into an energy of ease. Time for crayons. Time for crayons. And when you have your crayons, you're taking your time and you make sure you color the things, and you color what is it that you color. And it's kind of calming, because they even have coloring books for adults. It's very calming. It allows you to be focusing on something beautiful. This is what you're called to, you're going back into. You have courage on the Time for crayons. Death, isolation. So you're moving back into the energy of courage. This is your energy. Your lion energy here. Your fiery energy here. Justice, balance is coming back here. You see what I'm saying? Balance is coming back here after ending. an ending of a period and a time and a phase in your life that wasn't joyous. Yeah, death is here. So with death, there is a new beginning. With death is saying that this is end. Something is ended here. You have the King of Swords in reverse. Something that did not have integrity, wasn't truthful to you, did not have integrity, wasn't truthful to who is it that you now are. It is ending here. The Five of Wands, conflict, lies, the Ace of Swords in reverse, uncomfortable situation. It's now ending here. Can I get one more with this King of Swords in reverse for death? The Ten of Swords. You can't listen. The Ten of Swords. This is 10 swords in a person back. This person is out. This person is there is death here. It's like death is here twice. An ending is here twice. Something that was not truthful with the King of Swords here. Wasn't loyal. Didn't have any integrity here. It's coming to an end. So as for you to start anew, you have isolation here. Some of you are called to take yourself away from some people, places, and things and put up some healthy boundaries. Yeah. Isolation, 9 of coins here. Something wasn't productive. Wasn't fruitful. You're called to isolate yourself from these energies that are not productive, that is not fruitful, that doesn't have any integrity, that is not loyal, into the energy of Three of Cups. Call on your joy, guides, feeling joyful. Things are moving back into balance. You're celebrating. You see here? So yeah, I'm hearing it's a wrap. Whatever it is, it's a wrap. It's the ending of a phase of your life that it's like it dry you out, it drain you and it dry you out. It like your face look like a prune because you're sad and it just crisps up. That is not your energy here. Your energy is to be joyous, to be prosperous, to be rising like the star, to be shining like the sun. Yeah? Moving into abundance and growth. You see what I'm saying here, Leo? That's the energy here. You have learned some lesson. Yeah, you have really learned some lesson in this experience here. Final word for my beautiful divine Leos, please. Spirit, my divine, beautiful Leos. I heard to cut the card in. You see how much stubborn? Let's get your final card here. Thank you, Spirit. For Leo, as it relates to this message, it says here, material and spiritual prosperity. What did I say? With this oracle being here, your spiritual gifts, you stepping into some knowing. It is a prosperity. I said it. Your physical and spiritual prosperity here was on the line. No more. It is no more. This is where newness begins. This is where things come back into balance for you here. You see what I'm saying? So you're moving back into this prosperity, and rightfully so. How is it you move back into this prosperity though? It's for you to call on your joy, guys. It's to try to go back into that energy of feeling joyous. It's going to speed things up for you, yeah? It's going to speed up this fruition that wants to come in at this time to put back things into balance for you, yeah? This is your message, my beautiful divine Leos. Thank you so much for being here, and please do enjoy the rest of your week.